So my neighbor saw the planter boxes that I have in my backyard and asked me if I build and sold those. And I told her no, but I'd be more than happy to build some for her. So she said she would be interested in two that are 2 feet wide and 6 feet long. And that's actually a perfect design because there's no waste. So I hope you guys will stick around for this build because it's a little bit different than the ones that I've done last season. Okay, so I built a similar raised bed using the same materials last year. The one that I built was 4x4. This one's going to be 2x6. Uses the exact same lumber. Both cases, zero waste. So what you'll need four 8-foot 2x4s, one 8-foot 4x4, and one sheet of some kind of metal siding. This is a standard 2x8-foot sheet. It's actually a little bit longer than 24 inches. I think it's 28 inches. But that works to your advantage. It gives you a couple more inches of height. This is all you need. So there's good news and there's bad news about this. Last year when I built this, it cost me $40. This year, to build one, the price has doubled. It's $80 to build one of these now. So that's the bad news. The good news is that cedar and redwood cost the exact same as pine anymore. There might be $1 difference in an 8-foot length. So it makes it easier to justify getting, a better quality lumber, redwood versus pine. And in the case of the 4x4, there were no redwood 4x4s, but they had this cedar one. Cost the same as a pine 4x4. So that's the good news. So let me go ahead and make my cuts. All right, first thing I need is to have this 4x4 cut into 4 sections 2 feet long each. Got this at the recommendation of Doug over at Different. Okay, now I need my 2x4s cut. I need 4 at 6 feet and 4 at 2 feet. So basically I'm just cutting a 2-foot section off of each of the 2x4s. Okay, just like that, all my cuts are made. Now I need to get the Kreg jig out and let's put some Kreg holes in the end pieces. Okay, something that I want to point out, I'm using common redwood. So this side has nice good heartwood, but when you flip it over, you can see that it's kind of a mix. This stuff is not nearly as rot and insect resistant as this is. So what I want to do is make sure that this is on the outside, this is on the inside. So just something to think about when you're drilling your pocket holes. Okay, all my pieces are cut, so now it's ready to assemble each of the sides. And then I'll need to rip and cut my corrugated metal so that I'll have enough to put on each of the sides. Okay, these are 26 3/4 inches wide. So that means I need to, I want to cut this right down the center. It's going to be 13 3/8 of an inch. All right, this is 8 feet long, and I need 2 sheets that are 6 feet and 2 that are 2 feet. So I'll just cut 2 feet off and I should be good to go. All right, I'm making these for a neighbor, so I'm gonna route down these corners just to eliminate splinter hazards. All right, I like that a lot better. All right, so I've got this little jig set up here, and it's really just a 1/4 inch piece of plywood that I've got 3/4 inches from the edge. And all I've got to do is line this up like so. Line this up like this, and that gives me a 1/4 inch offset from the side, and it gives me a 3/4 inch offset from the bottom of this pole. And the reason I'm doing that is because the ground where they're going to be using this is not really level. I don't know how much work they're going to put into leveling that out, so this will help kind of compensate for that. Okay, there you go. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, so let me show you what I did there. I took this as a measurement and placed it on there, and that's how I determined how far up I'm going to go. And eventually I'll have another one of these here. And one of these is a top cap. So that's what it'll look like when it's finished. All right, and I'm just using 1¼ inch pan head screws to hold this down. They're self-tapping. Okay, one end panel is done, and again I will have another one of these that will sit here. Well, this will do a little bit tight. That's what it'll look like in the end. All right, I got all 4 of my panels built and connected. So now I just need to kind of dress it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more 2x4s. I'm going to line the top with 2x4s on the inside. Here and here. I'm going to go all the way around. And then I'm going to lay another cap all the way around. So that'll give it some strength, and it'll kind of hide those sharp metal edges on the top side. And then it'll be done. So let me cut a couple more boards and we'll get to that. So I've cut my boards that I'm going to attach on the inside, kind of dress it up a little bit and make it a little bit more stable for the top cap. Now this is completely optional. I could have stopped before that and this would have been done and you would have been in 80 bucks. But I'm doing a little bit extra just to make it a little nice because it's for my neighbor. So let me go ahead and attach these boards and we'll keep going. Okay, I'll go ahead and finish all the way around. All right, so I've got my top cap cut and it's in place and ready to be attached. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that and then we can call this project done. Okay, so we'll get a little close-up look there. And I will finish attaching all of these. No need to bore you guys with that. It's just more of the same. So I'll do that and then we'll come back in and we'll close this one out. Okay, this is complete. So we'll just do a little walk around. This was a fun project to do. They're pretty easy to put together, and this particular design There's no waste, no cutoffs. You just cut, each section and just start putting it together. So I'll leave a list of materials in the description if you guys are interested in building one of these. And I've got several other builds that I've done as well. I still need to build one more of these. My neighbor requested 2, and I think she'll be happy with this. So that's it for this week. So talk to you guys later.